Hey everyone, we're here at EVGA's booth now at PAX West 2016 looking at a new Power Link that they're showing off here for the first time. So this is actually a bit different since we normally see this stuff at Computex, CES, things like that. We've also got the DG-87 behind us. Before getting to that, this coverage is brought to you by iBuyPower and their new Element gaming PC, which has a full tempered glass side window, LEDs in the front and bottom, and tempered glass in the front as well. So let's start with the Power Link. This is the new product that's probably the most interesting just because it is kind of a neat thing. This is solely built for cable management. So we saw this at Computex. It was an early model, and it's changed a bit since then. The main way it has changed is actually in response to what a few of you said in the comments previously, where these power connectors on this side near my hand here actually now are movable. So previously the concern was if they are fixed, then it might not fit all video cards. That's been resolved. You can now use a small screwdriver and access it through a pull-away rubber tab, which is right there in the middle, and then move them up and down as necessary to fit the video card. In terms of the inputs, these are both 8 pins. There will be a 6-pin included with the unit, and then on the input side, it's just 2 8-pins. So you plug in both. If the video card doesn't need both 8 pins for all the power, it won't use 300 watts or whatever it may be pushing, obviously. It's only going to pull whatever is necessary to power the card. Internally, we can't show it yet, but it's just basically a power routing system. So rails to move the power from one side to the other. No real efficiency loss there. There are probably going to be some capacitors or something like that inside, which will help keep that efficiency. And then it basically just mounts on the card. I'm sure we'll have B-roll, but mounts on the card like this if we're using the FTW behind me here. So that's the idea. It's just a cable management tool. If you saw the Computex video, there was an LED on it. Now there's not for height reasons, so it is a bit shorter than previously. And the price is to be determined, but probably somewhere in the $30 range or something like that for now. As for the DG-87, the last time we looked at this was CES. It was at Computex as well. It's been up for pre-order. Now it's here and pretty much done and ready to be bought. So there's 4 models of this, 87 down to 84. And that's down skewing, so if you buy the 84, it's cheaper than the 87. 87's $22, $30, and then the 84 is going to be in the 100s, 150, 170, something like that, depending on what you're buying. The core specs of the case, this one I'm next to has 8 fans. It's a hell of a lot of fans, all 140s. It's intake, there's an exhaust, and there's exhaust here as well, but the intake's all in the front. The case is massive, supports ATX, eATX, all that stuff. Power supply in the bottom, and then this is sort of, instead of expanding the window downward, they've got this mirrored finish on the outside, and then that actually, which it's not on right now because we pulled the Power Link out, but if it were on, you'd see the LED display with the temperatures. There's a temperature indicator, and then there's a fan controller built in on the 87 model. There's also a K-boost button if you want to force your GPU to run at max clocks. On, again, this model, HDMI out for VR, things like that. There's a Type-C connector, kind of different for a case, that's unique. And then your standard USB and audio. So that's the very basics of this case. We might look at it more in the future, but basically it's a massive case. So that's all for the EVGA booth at PAX West 2016. As always, links in the description below for more information. Patreon link, the postal video helps out directly. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time.